All right, we are on, we are live. Everybody, I've got Dr. Al Sumaquial dialed in live from the Bay Area, hence the background here. Al, it is day, let me stop the music. It is day 16 of my quarantine because I'm taking
Morning, Sean. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining. Yes, yes.
Oh, dude, thanks for having me.
How
I love the background.
live?
It's lovely. I see that every day.
Yeah, wait, look, I got a grill. I got a grill. That
See?
sounds,
That's what you've always wanted.
that's what I did with the money from the feds. I bought a grill. They gave me $1,200.
You're like, thanks.
I'll just waste it on my teeth. But no, everybody.
Wait, you're stimulating the economy. That's what you're doing.
That's right. I just help someone who puts grills on teeth. But everybody who doesn't know, but everybody on Facebook is gonna know. This is Al Sumaquial. He's one of my oldest friends in the crew. He is a doctor. Are you family or are you?
Family medicine.
You are family medicine. And your wife Elaine is too, right?
Yep. Family medicine too. Yep.
Nice. So you guys are particularly busy right now, and I not only wanted to have you on because I love you guys and you're my friends, and I wanted to check in and see how you're doing because you're on the front lines of all this Corona stuff, but also, well, because you're on the front lines of all this Corona stuff, and just to check in and see what it's like in that experience. You know, we had Greg Smith the other day, who we both graduated with. You go way back with Greg to like Cardin or something?
No, I knew Greg. We got together in high school.
Oh, St. Mary's. Okay, so it wasn't back farther. That's my bad.
No, it was just back.
Okay.
Back in Swanson.
Oh, that's right. All right. Fresh.
Yes.
That's what you and Swansea say. Look, I got to show everybody. Is this going to show up? Oh, look at that. That's a young Al.
Bastard.
That's a young Al. Look, dude, no, you don't look much different. You don't look much
I need to grow the hair bigger now.
Dude, that hair is suavecito.
So bad.
Look,
see, like the hair, it's not there. You know, I need like the soul glow. Like
dude, you're Filipino. You got that mostly brown genes. You're doing fine, man. You're aging like a day for every year the rest of us age. So
you too.
No,
you got the good genes.
I'm getting the look at this. Look at the white and then the lines. It's crazy. But so you are in the Bay. No, you're not in Black Hawk, but you are where? Danville?
Yeah.
You know I gotta mess with you, man.
Because we all say it that way.
I know. Your kid's probably like, Dad, are we going home to Danville later? But for those who don't know, this is the East Bay. Al's in the East Bay, and I just make fun of his very nice neighborhood. He's worked hard. He and his wife have both worked hard to provide for the kids. So now they live in Danville. It's a very nice community. But I have to mess with him about where he landed. Where do we get that from? Trading places, I think.
Trading places. And she stepped on the ball.
So how?
Well,
How is it? Are your kids doing school from home out in Cali, like most kids?
Yeah.
Situation?
In their situation, because they go to a Catholic school and you pay for it, you know, those schools will continue to run. Some of our friends who are in, I think, public school, they all have classes or assignments, but from what we know, they're optional. So,
oh, right,
because not everybody might have the access to the internet, or
right.
So,
Greg and I were talking.
Our kids' situation, they're like, yeah,
they do have classes.
It's
remote.
You know,
But it's remote, right?
It's both. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. Our kids,
yeah, all their classes are remote.
Okay. Our kids are private too, and they are continuing. They're definitely not going to go back to the end of till there's not going to be another in-class situation at all for the rest of the year. They made last week, but they are doing remote, and they split their days. They do like half days. So they do like 4 classes and 4 classes.
Oh.
I think so. They're not sitting there for like 8 hours, like just watching a screen, which is what we'd be doing right now anyway. It just would be like games.
It was kind of fun. We were able to watch them like kind of peek at Jake while they're in their classes. And so the kids will all log on, and they may log on like 5 minutes early before the class starts. And they're all on Zoom. And so they're all just like this, like you and I, they're all talking to each other. Everyone's just chatting.
Everyone's
and
all
then
everybody.
Oh, it's hilarious. And then the moment the teacher logs in, they're like, oh, they're all like sitting up straight, removing their hats. And they're like,
take their hat
they're all quiet.
That's good. Oh, they got unlocked.
I was like,
is it a nun? Is it a nun?
No.
No? Oh, because she has like a ruler in her hand. One kid starts crying. One kid starts crying. See the ruler.
Sends them virtually to the principal's office.
Blacks them out on the screen. You're X out.
Oh.
Mute. You just mute the one kid. You can't talk.
Jason, you're going to hell. We're gonna swipe you left.
Go to your own room in your house. Go to your own room in your house for 5 minutes. But hey, I was also grateful to get you on because, and if your wife Elaine joins us too, just to again help with the real information out there. And not like the fake stuff, which even like people in authority are spreading. And I was telling you before we started to record, like I'm not going to name who it is, whether or not they may be blood relatives or not is unclear or is not to be known. But like, I'm getting like these messenger Facebook things with like, if you take like a lemon and then stick your tongue in a light socket and like squeeze, it'll be good for the corona. Or, like Sanjay, my friend's relative's ex-wife's cat sent an email from Harvard saying, it's okay if like you just put a grapefruit on your head and walk around.
That's totally okay to do.
I like people I know and love are like sending this crap, and I'm like, oh my God, stop! This is in reality. So like, just to reiterate for the umpteenth time, but really, like what? How good are we? Are we okay in the grocery store? We're okay, like 6 feet apart and all that, right? Like, what are you telling your patients that are the basic things to watch out?
Okay, well, so there's so many questions, right? Like, just grocery store stuff. That's tough, right? Because I would wear gloves. It is air droplet, but there's also less likely someone's going to cough on you. More likely you're going to touch something and then you're going to put it to your mouth or rub your eye. So that's most likely how you're probably going to get it. I mean, you got to come across a sick person coughing on you and then you're opening your mouth.
Right. And
so that's
the packages in the grocery store, like that's okay. I mean, but wear the gloves, but then just
good. Yeah. Try. I mean, I guess you don't want to drive yourself too crazy. I mean, sometimes we forget, like we'll get stuff in packages and we don't wipe down things like that too. So that's kind of where you're really, that's the more likely transfer from touching things and then putting it to your mouth. Now, if you go to the grocery store, touch everything and then just don't touch your mouth. And then, you go home and you wash.
Right.
Yeah. But then, you touch your steering wheel, your door handle. It's a tough.
I was already OCD and a germaphobe, but now I'm like, see, you all should it's like obsessive is me. And no, but
so that's why it gets people a little really overly crazy, and it's tough. It's tough to say. I mean, do I personally do it? I try to do it as much as we can, but I mess up a lot too. We'll go to the grocery store and we'll forget, and you'll go, oh man, what happened here?
Well, and also you're dealing with patients every day. Are all of your patients now remote, or are you doing any in person at all?
So mostly everything is remote. I think it's been for us, it's 3 weeks. It's going to mark the 3-week time when we went to all remote. And then we do still see patients inside the clinic when they really need to. So, but we'll gown up.
Okay. You'll wear a full mask. I mean, do you wear goggles too?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
But we don't want them to come in if they don't have to. And we're trying to mail everything to the pharmacies. So, it's just a different time. I mean, we're told we have 2 meetings a day, 8:30 and 1:30, and we're getting constant updates. And our criteria for testing is changing almost every day. Not every day, but it's kind of expanding to more and more people. So
meaning that they're allowing broader range of folks as opposed to just the folks who are like sweating and already like in it, or what?
Right. Before, initially, I remember when our first criteria, it was really just, did you come from China? And then it was, did you come from, do you have the fever symptoms, and did you travel from China? And that's when we were still seeing patients. and then it was international travel. And then the regulations were from an endemic area. And then that got really kind of confusing because technically, around that time, I remember San Diego had a known case. So we're like, San Diego, California, therefore California is considered endemic.
Right, everywhere now.
So does that mean that now that we found one in California, we have to consider traveling from California? So is everyone from California?
Right.
It was really changing every single day, and it still changes now. And I think it's it's all because of lack of testing ability.
Okay.
And we don't have enough.
Are they saying that you're going to get more kits or more testing kits on the way, or is there still this massive shortage, or is it okay?
So yes, they're saying that. We just haven't seen it.
Okay. And no response time, like, we're going to get you testing in a week, 2 weeks, nothing like that.
Yeah, that's the struggle. Every day we're kind of like waiting for like this, for us to be able to expand and just diagnose as many as you can. That's the key. I think if we can all diagnose as many people, it'll actually clarify who should really be contained or not. Okay. Then you don't have to have a big giant, quarantine for everybody. It's just like the more the more we don't have to all of us be confused and just, I don't know if I got it. I'll just assume I have it, I guess, and shut everything down.
Well, that's what and that's even what I did. Like I think I'd mentioned this before on another share of mine. I had a friend who just 3 days ago, like we were catching up at the end of last week, and she was like, and I thought you were being like hyper or whatever when you first got into quarantine. I was like, no, I shook hands and like breathed the same air with someone, like it was for us. Yeah. It was very quantifiable. It was like, oh, I had contact, I better get my ass inside. And yeah. But what's so interesting, Al, is how the timbre and how the attitude of everybody's changed. Like in the 2 weeks that I've been in here, that first weekend, like 3 Saturdays ago, was when everyone was like bum rush on the groceries, right? And it was, then the president started having his daily sort of things like in the last like week or so, and not so much the groceries, but now people taking it a little more seriously. Like our governor, I think your governor in California and our governor out here was like, okay, shelter in place. You guys went on lockdown. We went on lockdown last week. And so it's just interesting to see the change in attitudes and whatever. I'm still kind of freaked out at how much traffic I see on the street, like through my window, like a little bubble boy. Yeah. What are you doing out there? But so people are still living their lives and doing their jobs. I just hope, I'm like, are you all, what's that class?
Everybody is essential. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm like, are you all essential workers? So I don't know. I don't know what it's like until I step out there tomorrow. I finally step foot outside tomorrow. And you also have to be careful because you have some elderly folks in your home, right? So
yeah, Elaine's parents both live here. So I got tested earlier this week because I came down with issues with coughing symptoms, congestion, tightness, and everything like that.
And what was the response?
Negative.
Oh, good. Okay.
So it was helpful because then, I'm in my situation, I'm a little luckier because I'm a healthcare worker. So not until maybe last week did they allow more testing for healthcare workers. It wasn't like that. And then so
bad, you just had to go to work, or did you have to stay away?
Yeah. So it was, you know, that's why every couple of days there's like a new criteria, almost, or sometimes every day something kind of changes, and then we have to kind of readjust, which is difficult for the patients because we're trying to give them the most updated, transparent information and tell them, at the moment we can't test you, but I would assume you have it at the moment. So
and then just go self quarantine. Just go do the
yeah, and that's the smartest thing to do. We just wish we could say, let's test you so we don't have to stop you for 14 days too, because that stops their life.
Is it so maybe I'm being talking about OCD, maybe I'm being a little ridiculous staying these extra couple of days, but somewhere along the way, and here I am making fun of folks who are sending rumors and stuff, but somewhere along the way I heard, you know, oh, I know what it was. It was actually from the Department of Health. So because there was a scare on my show, which got me into quarantine in the first place, I actually had a direct conversation with someone from the Department of Health. And I was like, why did they say 14? I mean, can it be shorter or longer? Like, we just don't know. So 14 is a good average, or should you stay in longer, or just, you know, you're kind of free to go if you're asymptomatic after the 14?
It's the virus. It's typically the virus will last, and where you're most likely going to be, you can to have that to be contagious.
Okay.
That's really it.
Okay.
Versus you can still have like coughing symptoms. I mean, you can get sick and you could be coughing for like a month afterwards, but you're still, you know,
but you're not contagious.
You're not contagious. Yeah.
But those 14 days you are, and that's what you got to watch out for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm good to go out. I mean, I was never symptomatic anyway, if I was carrying it at all. So I'm good to go tomorrow. But now I'm like, oh, I haven't seen my kids in like 2 weeks. You know, your godson. I'm like, do I air hug? You know, what do I do? So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So they've been quarantined too, right?
They're with their mom and stepdad. So they're, of course, another household. But their mom has been coming and going. Everybody else has pretty much been sheltering in place. But someone has to go get the groceries. I'm like, I'm like, poor their mom is like the sacrificial lamb. Like, you go out and get it. Peace. Good luck. Just have to up and everything. But I mean, even I'm paranoid. I've already said so. Even I'm paranoid about being in line all like this, like, because again, they're not necessarily making people. I'm going to go to Target because I understand Target and Costco are the ones that are doing the 6 feet apart thing. I'm like, I'm down with that. That's fine.
Well, Target, I think you can have them drive up, right?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know about the ones here. We have a super Target here, just one, but all the rest are just regular size ones. So I don't know.
Yeah, they have an app where they'll just walk out to your car.
Maybe it's the Danville Target.
It's free. It's actually everything's for free.
All right. Oh, that's bad. See, I got to stop touching my face and my eyes and just leave everything alone. But anyway, dude, I'm glad thank you for taking the time with this. And
oh, totally.
I hope everything's going well out there. And again, I know your time is precious. I've been stuck. The first thing I'm going to do when I get out is laundry, because I have just 2 big old piles in my bedroom now, just sitting there, the whites and the colors. And finally, you've been busier, so of course you haven't been able to see. But there was a little debate I drummed up about whether or not I should go commando or not, and I finally had to just choose that instead of go to the laundry. So but I've got
was there chafing involved?
And I got the Polo cologne. And if anyone can name what song that comes from, yeah, you just gotta just be free. I'm just home. There's no one else here. I don't really like it, but it was just a choice.
No zippers.
Don't get caught. I know. It feels almost too free. If there's such a thing as too much freedom, that's what that is, going commando.
Yes. Oh.
Not what I prefer.
Hey, on the side note, are you exercising more?
I've been doing, dude, go check out the little videos. The gym here shut down and the laundromat is open, but I didn't want to. And they even said, hey, you can go at like 1 a.m. or something when no one's there. And I just said, I don't want to do that. Like, just God forbid, someone comes in right after me also at a weird hour. So no, the gym here shut down, but I did a little routine with push-ups, sit-ups, burpees, and lunges. So I had to like narrow it way down to like 4 exercises here in the living room, and people across the way going, what is that jackass jumping around your park?
No, they're probably doing the same thing too. I mean, it drives us crazy just being cooped up in the house all day. So yesterday I went jogging and I started feeling good. So it was one of those things where you kind of have to do something without.
Yeah, I don't have a pull-up bar. I would love if I had a pull-up bar, but I never have installed one here. So that's why I did the other 4 exercises. How long had it been since you ran? Because you used to be hardcore with it, and also biking.
Oh man, I totally love biking, but I haven't done it in like maybe a year.
What? You're obsessed. You're obsessed.
I know.
Before that, and now, well, you've got kind of a coronavirus crisis to handle right now.
Well, my foot was hurting for a while, and then so that stopped me. But then now I'm back to jogging now. So I was having plantar issues, and then so
I called you. Oh, your sound went out. Hang on, can I hear you? Say something.
Oh, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you again. Yeah, the signal was getting weak. But yeah, no, I called you about I think I have planners now. And I'm like, dude, I don't even like run. And I just wake up in the morning. I was, why am my foot sore? Middle age.
Yeah. I know. Sucks.
Stay healthy. And thank you so much for spending, again, your precious time. I thought Elaine would get to jump on, but
yeah.
We'll go say hi to her. And
Let me go find her.
We'll go out saying hi to her, and I'll play some MC Hammer.
I don't even know. Wait. She might be in her room.
She's like hiding away. She's like, I don't want to deal with anybody. No corona. No.
Here's Claire. Here's Mini Elaine.
Nice. Hi, Claire.
Claire, say hi to Uncle Sean.
Hi. Been a long time. Oh my gosh, you're so big now. Oh my gosh, that's insane.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
She is supposed to be. Oh, man, kids will get bigger.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, here's our dog. Here's our dog, Lucy.
I don't think I remembered you had a dog. Oh, that's right. I remember Lucy. Hi, Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy. Over here, baby.
At least you aren't susceptible to coronavirus.
Okay, she just doesn't look. Yep, I think so. I think she's good. She'll survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole corona thing is just crazy. It's like nature's crazy way of getting rid of the.
All right.
Yeah, like getting the weak. That's tough.
It's terrible. It's terrible. But, again, that's why I do these stupid little videos so we can all keep in touch and not freak out. And, dude, say hi to Elaine when you find her. I'm going to leave you with a little MC Hammer. When Greg was on the other day, I reminded him that it was at your house that he taught me how to do the Running Man and listen to Guy and New Jack Swing and watch Spike Lee.
Guy, they're so good.
All of this music. So anyway, thank you, man, for hanging out for a little bit, and be safe. Love you, brother.
You too. Love you.
Easy. Bye.